Nia stood at the edge of the whispering forest, her heart pounding like a talking drum. Before her stretched a winding path that led to the river that weeps. The elders had spoken of it with trembling voices, a river that cried out in sorrow, a place where the pain of lost souls echoed like a dirge in the wind. Nia tightened the string on her gourd of water and stepped forward, brushing aside thorny branches. Every leaf seemed to whisper her name, and the shadows under the trees felt alive. Nia could feel the weight of the silence, heavy and pressing. The moment she stepped out of the forest, she saw it. Nia tightened the string on her gourd of water and stepped was unlike any brushing aside thorny branches. Its waters were not clear, every leaf cloudy whisper her name, and mist the shadows under the trees like a ghostly veil. Nia could feel the riverbanks were muddy and lined with black stones that looked like eyes staring up at her. And the sound was not the usual gurgling of water, but sobbing, real sobbing. It felt like someone was crying into her ear, long and broken, like a heart that would never heal. Mystical encounter. Nia clutched her wrapper tightly around her waist and walked closer, unsure whether to speak or to run. As she approached the riverbank, the weeping grew louder. "Who dey cry for inside this river?" Nia asked, quivering. Silence. Then suddenly, the water rippled. A shape rose from the surface, a tall, graceful woman with hair that flowed like water and eyes as deep as sorrow. She wore a crown made of shells and wept openly, her tears falling back into the river. Mystical encounter. This must be the river spirit. Nia clutched her wrapper tight. "Why have you come, child of the land?" the river spirit asked. "I come find the path to the land beyond the sky. I want beg the Rain King make he bring back rain to my people," Nia replied. The spirit looked at her for a long time. "Many have come here seeking passage. Few understand what it means to carry the grief of the world. The Rain King's land is not for the faint-hearted," the river spirit said. "I fit try. I no fit watch my people suffer again. I go do anything to save them," Nia declared. The spirit's lips quivered. "This must be the river spirit." Nia clutched her wrapper tight. "Why have you come, child of the land?" "The river demands a sacrifice," spirit asked. "My tears are for the dreams find the path to the land beyond the sky that were never heard. I want beg the Rain King make he bring back rain to my people." Nia's mind raced. The spirit looked at her for a long time. Suddenly, she removed the pendant around her neck, an old piece of copper carved into the shape of a tortoise shell. Her mother had given it to her when she turned 7. "This the last thing we remain from my mama?" "What?" Nia whispered. "But I go give am if he go help bring rain." The river spirit stretched out her hand. Nia dropped the pendant into her palm. The spirit looked at it, then closed her eyes. The river glowed briefly, the sobbing slowed, and the air felt less heavy. "You have given from your heart. Follow the river upstream until you reach the split tree. There you will find the sky path. But be warned, child, many trials await you. Your voice alone no go be enough," the river spirit said mysteriously. Nia bowed her head. "Thank you, river spirit," Nia said respectfully. As she turned to go, the mist began to lift and the river's sobs softened to a gentle hum. She felt a strange peace settle over her. She walked with purpose, her feet sinking slightly into the mud, her thoughts full of both hope and fear. The journey had truly begun. Behind her, the river spirit watched with ancient eyes. Let her be the one. Let her voice reach the sky. The next morning, the sky wore a strange robe of orange and gold. Birds flew in strange patterns, and the wind whispered like a friend who carried secrets. Nia stood at the edge of the cliff behind the river that weeps. The spirit had told her the path would appear when she was ready. She clutched her calabash and looked up. Then she saw it, floating steps made of clouds. They shimmered like palm oil in sunlight and hung in the air like suspended drums. Her legs trembled, but she placed her foot on the first cloud step. To her surprise, it held her weight. She took another step, and then another. The village disappeared below her. Birds flapped past her, and thunder rumbled in the distance, soft like an elder clearing his throat. The wind blew gently at first, then stronger, as if testing her courage. Nia she climbed for what felt like hours, made of clouds. The higher she went, they shimmered like palm oil in sunlight. Her wrapper flapped wildly around her suspended drums. Her teeth began to chatter. Her legs trembled. She paused to rest, placed her foot sitting on one of the cloud steps, hugging her calabash. To her surprise, then came a voice. "You who walk the sky, why have you come?" the voice asked. Nia turned quickly. Floating before her was an old man dressed in feathers and mist. His beard flowed like a waterfall, and his eyes shone like polished stone. "I'm looking for the Rain King," Nia said, bold yet trembling. "And who are you to seek him?" The old man asked, curious and wise. I am Nia, daughter of Mama Coco. I can speak to the rain. My people are suffering. The land is dry. The river weeps. I must ask the Rain King for help, Nia replied, determined and earnest. Floating before her was an old brave child. The Rain King is not easily moved. His beard flowed like a waterfall. Many have tried, and his eyes shone like not favor just anyone. I'm looking for the Rain King. Nia responded to the old man, trembling. And who are you to seek him? I don't need favor. I only want to speak the curious and wise. Let him decide after he hears me. Daughter of Mama Coco. I can speak to the rain. Back his head and my people are suffering. The clouds around us dry. With his joy. The river weeps. Then you may pass. I must ask follow the wind road, but beware. It tests the heart. Determined and earnest. The old man warned. He vanished like smoke, and before her appeared a glowing path of light made of swirling wind and rain droplets. Nia took a deep breath and stepped onto it. The wind road was alive. It twisted and spun under her feet, testing her balance. Images floated around her. Her mother calling her stubborn, villagers mocking her rain-speaking, children laughing at her behind their hands. She almost stumbled, but she whispered to herself, I'm not weak. I'm not mad. I was chosen. The images changed. Now she saw her village dry and cracked, Mama Coco trying to dig for yam in dust, children coughing, goats thin and tired. She gritted her teeth and pressed forward. The wind screamed and tried to throw her off, but she clutched her calabash and whispered an old lullaby. The wind calmed. The road ended at a great gate made of rainbows and thunderclouds. Glowing path of on it was written, "Only the heart that carries truth shall enter." Nia took it. She touched the gate, and it opened with a sound like heavy rain on zinc roof. Inside, the air smelled like wet earth and mango leaves. She stepped into the kingdom of rain, and there, sitting on a throne made of storm clouds, was the Rain King. His eyes met hers, and they were filled with storm.